stop believing you need a $3,000 rifle to hunt deer. For years, the gun industry has pushed the same lie. Expensive means accurate. Cheap means compromise. That lie protects their margins, not your success. SHOT Show 2026 just blew that story apart. Cold hammer-forged barrels, tight locking actions, real-world accuracy from rifles that cost less than a new set of truck tires. This list isn't about hype. It's about bolt-action deer rifles that actually earn their place in the field, balanced, reliable, and built to deliver serious terminal performance where it counts. And stay to the end because the #1 rifle shocked a lot of seasoned hunters. Not because it's flashy, but because it quietly outperforms guns that cost twice as much. Lock in, start counting them down. Moving on, and this one surprises a lot of people for the wrong reasons. The Savage ARX-22 isn't trying to be a classic rifle. It's trying to solve a problem most budget guns ignore: fit. Too many entry-level rifles feel like they were designed for teenagers, not full-grown shooters who actually spend time behind a trigger. Savage took a different route here. This rifle is built around a modular polymer stock system that lets you adjust comb height and length of pull without tools. That matters more than most people admit. A rifle that doesn't fit will never shoot to its potential, no matter how good the barrel is. With the ARX-22, you can shoulder it, settle in, and your eye naturally lines up with the optic instead of fighting the stock. That's a big deal at this price point. Under the hood, it runs a straight blowback semi-auto action. Simple, proven. Fewer moving parts means fewer surprises when the rifle gets dirty. Chambered in 22 LR, this isn't about raw stopping power. It's about repetition and fundamentals. Trigger press, sight alignment, follow-through. The 16-inch barrel keeps it compact and quick to handle, especially useful for training in tight bays or thick brush. At just over 5 pounds, it's light enough to run all day without fatigue, but not so light that it feels like a toy. I watched a father and son at the range swapping stock modules in seconds, both shooting comfortably from the same rifle. That's not marketing, that's real-world usability. Now, the downside, and it's a big one, the trigger. It's fixed, heavy, mushy. Pulling it feels like dragging a wooden crate across gravel. No clean wall, no crisp break. If your goal is stacking rounds into a single ragged hole at 50 yards, this trigger will actively work against you. You can manage it with discipline, but it will never disappear. Bottom line, the ARX-22 is a solid training platform and a fun range rifle that actually fits adult shooters. Just don't expect match-grade precision unless you're willing to fight that trigger. Next up, a rifle most people dismiss before they ever understand it. A lot of shooters look at a 22 and see a cheap toy, something you hand to a kid, punch cans with, and forget about once deer season starts. That mindset leaves skill on the table. The CVA Cascade Rimfire was built to break that habit. This rifle isn't a scaled-down plinker. It's a full-size hunting rifle platform shrunk only in caliber. CVA deliberately matched the footprint of their centerfire Cascade line, the bolt throw, the stock geometry, the balance point. That means every rep you take with this rifle transfers directly to your big game gun. Same cheek weld, same trigger reach, same feel when you run the bolt. Chambered in 22 LR, it obviously isn't about raw kinetic energy. It's about precision and control. The standout feature here is the adjustable match trigger. In a price bracket where most rimfires come with heavy, gritty triggers, CVA gave this one real adjustability. When the shot breaks, it's clean and predictable, more like snapping a frozen twig than dragging through mud. That kind of trigger builds confidence fast. The barrel does its job quietly, consistent, stable, capable of stacking rounds into tight groups at 50 yards with quality ammo. I watched a hunter using one to practice positional shooting for an upcoming elk hunt. Kneeling, seated, improvised support. He was getting more useful training than guys burning expensive Magnum ammo next to him. Now for the deal breaker, the stock material. It works, but it feels cheap. Slick gray polymer, no real texture. In rain or with sweaty hands, the forend becomes hard to control. It feels hollow, like hard packaging plastic, and that disconnect is noticeable. Bottom line, the Cascade Rimfire is a serious training tool wrapped in budget plastic. If you can get past how it feels, what it delivers downrange is absolutely legit. Stepping up the game, this is where budget rifles start earning respect instead of excuses. The Winchester XPR gets ignored because it lives in the shadow of the Model 70. That's a mistake. This rifle isn't chasing nostalgia. It's built to work. Plain, functional, honest. At its core, the XPR is about consistency. Chambered in proven deer calibers like .308 Winchester and .30-06 Springfield, it delivers the kind of terminal performance that hunters have trusted for generations. The 22-inch barrel keeps velocities healthy without turning the rifle into a fence post. It balances well, especially when you're moving through timber instead of sitting on a bench. At around 7 pounds bare, it carries easy, but still has enough mass to tame recoil and keep the sight picture steady. The MOA trigger is the real highlight. This isn't marketing fluff. Zero take-up, no creep. When it breaks, it snaps clean and sudden, like a dry pine branch under a heavy boot. In cold weather, that predictability matters. I knew an old tracker who ran this rifle season after season because he trusted that trigger in freezing rain when everything else felt numb. The action uses a 3-lug bolt with a short 60-degree throw. That geometry keeps your knuckles clear of the scope bell and lets you run the bolt fast without thinking. Feeding from a detachable box magazine, it's straightforward and reliable. No drama, no surprises. Now the downside, the stock. It's tough, but it's loud. Hollow polymer that resonates. Bump it against a metal stand rail or scrape it on a zipper, and you've just announced your position to everything inside 200 yards. Wrap it, tape it, fix it. The rifle deserves it. Bottom line, the XPR is a blue-collared deer rifle that shoots better than it looks. Not pretty, but dependable. And that's why it lands here. Breaking into the top 5, and this rifle forces you to slow down and think. The CVA Scout V2 isn't built for volume. It's built for discipline. This is a single-shot break-action rifle that rejects the modern obsession with magazine capacity and instead focuses on one thing, making the first round count. By removing the bolt and traditional receiver system entirely, CVA unlocked a major advantage. The barrel, cut from 416 stainless steel, is effectively perfectly free-floated. No action screws torquing unevenly. No magazine well interrupting the steel. That rigidity translates directly into consistency. Cold bore shots land where they're supposed to, and groups often tighten to the point where bolt guns costing 3 times as much start looking uncomfortable. Chambered in serious hunting calibers like .308 Winchester and 6.5 Creedmoor, this rifle delivers legitimate stopping power with authority. The 22-inch barrel rings out usable velocity, while the overall balance changes how recoil feels. Instead of a sharp snap, it comes straight back like a solid shove. Manageable, predictable, easy to stay in the scope. At roughly 6.5 pounds, it carries light, but it doesn't feel whippy. It settles naturally when you shoulder it, almost forcing you to slow your breathing and do things right. I've watched hunters run these during primitive weapon seasons where regulations are tight and dominate because accuracy becomes king when follow-ups are limited. And that brings us to the reality check. This is a single shot. Miss or hesitate and you're breaking the action while adrenaline is spiking. Reloading feels like an eternity when an animal is already moving. There is no margin for sloppiness here. This rifle rewards preparation and punishes bad decisions. Bottom line, the Scout V2 isn't forgiving, but it's brutally honest. If you believe in precision over volume, this rifle earns its place in the top 5. Now we're getting serious, because this rifle shouldn't exist at this price. The Stevens 334 creates tension in the market for one simple reason. It refuses to be modern in all the expected ways. While everyone else is injection molding hollow plastic to shave pennies, Stevens went the opposite direction and brought back something hunters didn't realize they missed: a real walnut stock on a rifle that still costs under $500. That stock isn't just about looks. Wood adds mass, and mass changes behavior. Chambered in classic deer rounds like .308 Winchester, the added weight soaks up recoil like a sandbag, keeping the rifle planted during the shot. The balance feels natural, almost old school, the kind of rifle that settles into your shoulder instead of bouncing around. Mechanically, this is where things get interesting. The 334 uses a 3-lug bolt housed in a carbon steel receiver, giving it a short 60-degree bolt throw. That matters more than people think. Your hand stays low, clears the scope, and cycles faster without skinning knuckles. The lockup feels surprisingly tight for an entry-level rifle, and feeding from the detachable box magazine is smooth and predictable. At around 7.5 pounds bare, it's not a mountain featherweight, but that weight works in your favor. You can feel it dampen recoil and steady the rifle when you're shooting off sticks or an improvised rest. I've seen guys at the range shoot better with this than lighter rifles simply because it doesn't move as much. Now the hard truth. The trigger holds it back. It's heavy, gritty, non-adjustable. Pulling it feels like dragging a concrete block across pavement. If you're a trigger snob or trying to stretch distance, it will cost you precision unless you have disciplined trigger control. That's the trade-off. Bottom line, the Stevens 334 isn't for the tactical crowd. It's for hunters who still think a rifle should look like a rifle and perform like one too. Entering the elite tier, and this rifle earns its spot by stripping things down to what actually matters. The Mossberg Patriot isn't trying to impress you on a rack. It's built around one philosophy: American utility. No frills, no gimmicks, just a bolt-action hunting rifle that does its job season after season. Chambered in heavy-hitting deer calibers like .30-06 Springfield and .38 Winchester, the Patriot delivers serious terminal performance with authority. This is the kind of rifle that doesn't care if the shot is 75 yards in thick timber or stretched across an open cut. The 22-inch barrel keeps velocities honest, while the overall balance favors real hunting positions, not bench rest fantasies. At around 6.5 to 7 pounds bare, it carries easy without feeling fragile. The standout feature is the lightning bolt action trigger system. This isn't a generic single-stage trigger. The central blade safety allows Mossberg to ship it with a lighter, crisper pull without sacrificing drop safety. When it breaks, it's clean and sudden, like snapping a thin glass rod. That kind of trigger inspires confidence, especially with gloves and cold fingers are involved. Feeding from a 4-man detachable magazine, reloads are simple and reliable. The action cycles smoothly enough and lockup is consistent. I've watched hunters trust these rifles year after year because they just keep working even when maintenance is minimal. But here's the reality check. The bolt feel is sloppy. With the action open, there's noticeable wobble. Cycling it produces a zipper-like sound that reminds you this isn't a refined custom action. It functions, it feeds, it locks, but it lacks that hydraulic smoothness you feel on higher-end rifles. Bottom line, the Mossberg Patriot is all about results. It's not elegant, but it's dependable, and that's why it breaks into the top 3. Getting closer to the crown, and this rifle is the reason budget stopped meaning inaccurate. The Savage Axis II is the disruptor. It didn't win because it's pretty. It didn't win because it feels premium. It earned this spot because it shoots straight with boring consistency, and it does it for a price that makes other manufacturers uncomfortable. This rifle is built around one idea: give the shooter control. Chambered in staples like .308 Winchester and 6.5 Creedmoor, it delivers dependable stopping power with manageable recoil. The 22-inch barrel keeps velocities respectable, and more importantly, it stays consistent from cold bore to follow-up shots. At roughly 6.6 pounds bare, it's light enough to carry all day, but just heavy enough to stay controllable when you settle in behind it. The heart of this rifle is the AccuTrigger. This system changed the game. The integrated safety blade allows a lighter pull without sacrificing drop safety. When you press it, there's no guessing, no creep, no surprise. It breaks clean, like snapping a wishbone, and that predictability shows up on target. I've watched Axis II rifles print groups that embarrassed rifles costing 4 times as much right out of the box. Feeding from a detachable magazine, reliability is solid. It runs dirty, it runs cold, it doesn't care if you treat it gently or toss it behind a truck seat for the season. Now the honest downside. The stock is flimsy. Load it hard on a bipod or a rest, and you can feel the fore-end flex. Push it too far, and it can touch the barrel, messing with harmonics and opening groups. It's the classic trade-off. Performance first, refinement later. Many hunters replace the stock down the road, and when they do, this rifle becomes something else entirely. Bottom line, the Axis II isn't elegant, but it's brutally effective. It came closer to the top spot than anything else on this list. The King, and the biggest statement to come out of SHOT Show 2026. Ruger didn't just revive the Glenfield name for nostalgia, they brought it back with intent. The Model A is essentially first-generation Ruger American DNA, stripped of cosmetics and rebuilt into a raw hunting tool. No fluff, no flex, just performance where it matters. The heart of this rifle is the cold hammer forged barrel. That process compresses the steel's grain structure instead of cutting it, creating a barrel that's denser, more stable, and far more resistant to heat shift. In real terms, that means your zero holds longer, and your cold bore shot lands where your data says it should. Chambered in serious deer calibers like .308 Winchester, it delivers consistent terminal performance inside real hunting distances without drama. The 22-inch barrel balances velocity and handling perfectly. The 3-lug bolt uses a short 70-degree throw. It keeps your knuckles clear of the scope and locks up tight, bank vault tight. Cycling it feels deliberate and solid, not sloppy. Feeding from a detachable magazine, it stays simple and reliable, even when dirty. At just over 7 pounds bare, it sits in the sweet spot, light enough to carry all day, heavy enough to stay calm when the trigger breaks. And that's the X factor. For under $500, this rifle delivers performance that used to demand a second mortgage. No weak links, no excuses, just a tool that works. That's why the GlenfieldModelA takes the crown. So there you have it. 5 rifles, 5 very different philosophies, one clear king. But here's the truth, no list is perfect. Maybe you think the Axis II should have taken the crown. Maybe you trust the Patriot more than anything else in this price range. Or maybe you believe a single shot like the CVA Scout V2 is the purest form of hunting discipline. That's why the comment section exists. Drop your pick below. Tell us which rifle you'd carry into deer season and why. If this breakdown helped you make a smarter decision, hit that like button. If you care about real-world performance over marketing hype, subscribe to the channel. No sponsors telling us what to say, no fluff, just honest gun reviews, shot by shot.